it came about because I'm like, we should film a 24-hour readathon. I'm like, that would be really fun. She's like, yes, let's do it.
And where's Jess?
Jess shows up 2 hours late. She's like, sorry, on my way. I'm like, no problem. It's not like we said we were going to wait to start the book together. Take your time. She brings a whole popcorn machine out of a suitcase. I'm like, why did you do that? She's like, I don't know. What if we wanted popcorn?
Hi everybody, welcome back to Off the Shelf. Today I am joined by a Toronto content creator and avid reader. You might know her from a recent series, The Out of Shape Olympics, where she tried a bunch of Olympic sports as a normal person. But in the book world, she is also one half of the Book Girls Toronto alongside Quizmaster Jess, where they host book clubs and bookish events all around the city. Simona, welcome to Off the Shelf.
I am so excited to be here.
I'm glad you're here. We talked about this a month ago and I was like, you have to come on.
Yeah, I think we talked about this at an event. I cornered you. I'm like, please, can I come on the podcast?
And I said, fine, if you insist.
Yeah. And then I forced you, and here I am.
Exactly. Also, I just have to say, tomorrow is our 1 year anniversary of the podcast, and we just found this out 5 minutes ago.
That is so exciting for you, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. You've built, you guys can't see the whole production that I'm around right now, but she put so much work into this. I'm hyping you up on your own podcast. You deserve all your accolades. Here you go. There you go. Take them. This place is amazing. You do such great work. Congratulations. Happy 1 year anniversary.
Thank you. I know
my birthday. Should have got you a cake.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's tomorrow technically.
Okay.
So
gotta blow out some candles.
I mean, I wish I knew it was one. I wasn't even clocking it. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. So, but I'm very grateful and lucky and happy, and I'm so excited to be in the studio and for what is coming this year, because we're planning some epic shit.
I just feel like you continue to grow and growing. It is what are they called? Exponential. Your growth is so exponential on this stuff.
Thank
so
you.
I'm every time you do something, I'm not surprised. Congratulations, but not surprised, because you know what I mean? You're so
good.
That's
so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm putting the spotlight back on you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, back to me. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. We are talking content, Out of Shape Olympics, books, everything. But I'm curious, because we didn't talk about books last time I saw you.
No.
What do you think is a book that BookTok overhypes, and what is one that you think it underhypes?
Okay. See, this one's hard because I feel I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
No,
do you know what I mean?
No, but books are subjective. So what is one that you just didn't love?
See, everybody talks about, it's the one where she is the ballet teacher of a little sister and he is the tattoo older brother. It's called Everybody Needs Sunshine or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
That book was hyped up to no extent on my For You page, and I picked it up. I couldn't read it when he's a fully grown adult, and sorry to the author, and he's a fully grown adult coming into a college party. But another good one that everybody hypes up now that I'm thinking of it, were you on BookTok during the hype of, this is a while ago, but this is the one that I think is my full answer. Do you remember Den of Vipers?
Yes.
Yep.
I did not. I read parts of it, the beginning maybe. That's as far as I got.
I read that whole book, and when I read the description, I thought it was so cool. I was just, because here's what I thought it was medieval. I was oh my God, wait, her father has to sell her off because of her, I thought it was fantasy. Her father's selling her off to repay a debt. No, it's modern day. These are finance bros. No, thank you.
Wait, I thought it is fantasy.
It's not. And is it that the worst?
Why am I thinking of something? I thought one of them is a vampire.
No, are we thinking of different things? Ooh.
Wait.
No, I'm thinking of the one where her dad runs up debt with these gangsters in the city, and he sells her to them to pay off the debt.
What?
And then they go live in this giant condo that overlooks the city.
I mean, I think you would know because I haven't actually read it, but maybe I'm thinking of is it Reverse Harem?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
No, maybe you're thinking of the same one because I also thought it was fantasy. It's not fantasy. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, then maybe we are thinking of the same one. That's freaking wild.
I did read the whole thing, but
I read the first chapter probably, which makes sense. Okay, and what's one that you think it underhypes?
Underhypes completely, and I mean, maybe it's getting the appropriate amount of hype, but I actually don't think that Alchemized gets anywhere close to the hype it deserves. And the thing is, it is hyped. I think that book...
You think it deserves more?
I think it deserves more. I think it's the best thing I've ever read in my entire life.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'll die on that hill. Also, if we're going to talk maybe an actual underhyped one, Ice Planet Barbarians.
I knew you were going to say this. I looked at your reading wrap-up for 2025.
Yep. I'm rereading them right now. I reread them every year. Ice Planet have you read them?
I have read probably 6 of them.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
That's a lot.
But
it's
they're
a lot
just
of blue aliens.
A lot of blue aliens. Surprisingly wholesome. And
Oh
I
my
think that's
God,
what
yeah.
people don't realize. And I think that's why it's like underhyped, because everybody's like, oh, it's alien smut. No, it's intimacy.
It's love.
And it's romance. But yeah.
How many books are actually in that series?
I think I counted them the other day. I think there was like 32. I have not read all of them, but I do reread the series every year. And then every year I read like a little bit more. Because then you just get exhausted. You're like, how many times can I read the same thing? But then I, again, reread them every year.
32 books.
In the universe, I think, actually.
That's crazy. Do you read any other monster romance?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't dived in. I'm not opposed to reading anything if you want to give a recommendation.
Wish I could, but who did we have on here? I'm blanking on the author who mentioned this because we filmed a lot lately, but she mentioned Morning Glory Milking Farm.
I was just going to bring up Morning Glory. I was going to ask if you had read Morning Glory.
No,
Milking
but
Farm.
it has. It has the worst title, the worst cover, but I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued as well. Have you read the synopsis?
No.
So I have. I don't know if you.
Okay, do share.
Basically, she gets a job. Again, I have no idea if this is correct. I read this like last year because I'm like, should I
Right.
indulge? So she gets a job at a milking factory for, are they centaurs or minotaurs? What are they called?
What's the difference?
One is like top half is animal and the other one's bottom half is animal.
I don't know.
And I don't know which one I think is worse in this scenario. So she gets a job like doing the milking and she like loves her job.
Okay.
Because she thinks she's doing like really good work. And then this one customer, I don't know what they're called in the milking world, comes in and he's like, I only want her now. And I think that's where the love story kicks off.
Damn. I've heard it's very wholesome though. I'll go for it. I mean,
should we read it? Should we
Yeah,
read it
can we?
together and we'll text
Buddy
each other?
read it.
Yeah, let's buddy read it.
damn. Yeah, no, I haven't ventured into the monster romances other than Ice Planet
Yeah.
Barbarians.
I'm not opposed, but I just haven't. I feel like it's a new door I haven't walked through yet, and like that's gonna be a lot.
What are you reading right now?
Ice Planet Barbarians, but I will say I'm reading that because our book club, like the Book Girls, we're doing Ice Planet Barbarians next week. The first 3 is all we're doing, but again, once you start, you can't stop. Like it's literally like, oh, give me more. But I'm going to be redoing, and this can transition into another obsession of mine. I'm kind of a nerd, and I love fan fiction. And every year I reread my like favorite fan fictions because like I just, you know, when you get the itch to like reread your favorite book.
100%.
Yeah, I'm like feeling it, and it's actually like in my skin. I'm like, please, it's time to read. I'm gonna be rereading, I think, A Debt of Time.
I'm surface level fan fiction, if I'm
Can I
being
move
honest.
this as I go? Yeah, I'm going to actually convert you right now. So
Okay, go for it.
I don't read Harry Potter anymore. I've read Harry Potter the series one time and I have never read it again. It was great. It's good. I love the movies. But at the same time, the second I read a fan fiction, first fan fiction I ever read was Manacled. Changed
Same.
my entire, yes,
I get it.
changed my life. And I went down a rabbit hole. That year, I read probably over 100 books, 99 fan fictions. And they're like full length. So
Oh my God.
I'm like an expert. Like if I could get a PhD in something, it would be
it would be
Harry
fan
Potter
fiction.
fan fiction. You know when you just start a sentence and you're like, let's go
Maybe
in
I don't wanna
somewhere.
finish
Yeah, maybe
it.
I don't want to finish that. But I'm gonna be rereading Debt of Time. Usually I read only. Sorry.
No,
what-
I'm laughing
is
at.
this-
If
is
I had a
this
PhD,
It's not
Continue.
a lie.
A Debt of Time.
A Debt of Time. So usually I read Hermione fan fiction, which is Draco and Hermione, which I think is what should have been from the beginning. Are you a person who like enjoys the Ron and Hermione thing together?
no,
Good.
no,
Because he's not smart enough for her.
no, I'm good on
Yeah.
that one.
I love her and I think she deserves the world and he will not give it to her. Is this what you were expecting when you had me on the
No,
podcast?
but I'm also not surprised because when Jess came on, she was telling me about a Snape Hermione fanfic.
That is exactly, it's not Snape, it's Sirius. And that's exactly what I'm about to talk to you about. It's so funny how me and Jess are connected. Yeah, not Snape. Don't worry. Yuck. Gross. I have read one where he is her father. That one was really good. Let's digress.
Okay, yeah.
So A Debt of Time. It's a Sirius and Hermione fan fiction. Stick with me, okay? I know that's weird. But basically what it is, it's so good. Essentially, it like takes place after like Dumbledore dies. Spoiler, if you haven't seen it. Takes place after Dumbledore dies. And essentially Hermione finds a way to bring Sirius Black back from the dead. And then he comes back and then it basically finishes out like the war as if normal. Then something happens and she ends up getting sent back in time. and she gets sent back in time to the age of the Marauders. So she now takes like a de-aging potion, and she grows up with Sirius, James,
Got it.
and Remus, and
Yep.
the other rat boy. Yeah, and it's like reading Harry Potter again for the first time, but like she gets what she deserves. Like she's like having a good time. She gets a childhood. It's a little spicier, like whatever. It's so.
What is it on? So I can go read it.
It's on AO3, A Dead
okay,
of Time by Shia Lonnie. I love her. I've like actually looked up. I'm like, how do I contact this woman to tell her like, hey, I reread your book like all the time. There's also a podfic. Do you know what podfics are?
No.
Basically,
You're introducing me to this brand new world.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out after this. Essentially, a podfic is somebody goes in and they record basically like a studio level audiobook for the fan fiction. And the narrator for A Dead of Time, she does a bunch of other ones that I also enjoy, has actually ruined every other like narrator for me. Like she is so good at what she does. I wish I remembered her name. I'm so bad with names. But she is incredible. And they also have a full podfic. So I will listen. It's like my comfort listen. I will like go through, and again, once a year, I'm like, it's time. Beep.
What speed do you listen to audiobooks on?
If I'm reading the book for the first time, I start at 2. 2 is my 1. And I will make it up to about 2.5. So that like I will do a slow progression from like chapter 1 to probably like chapter 3. I make it up to 2.5 and then 2.5 onward. If I have listened to the book before, I do 3 to 3.5.
Holy crap.
It's just I need to absorb. Like I need to indulge myself immediately.
I don't think I've gone over 2.7.
You will one day. You gotta just push like one little level at a time.
But 3.5 is
only,
diabolical.
Okay, only if I've read the book before. Like I'm never doing that with like a Dead of Time. I could do 3.5 for sure. I could probably recite it as I go along.
Holy crap. I could use a 3.5 right now. I'm listening to 11/22/63 by Stephen King.
Okay.
Which is a 30-hour audiobook.
11/22. What is that one about?
It is about an English teacher who goes back in time to try and stop the assassination of JFK.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
you
the long
probably
line
need a
I would give
3.5 on
people.
that. Yeah.
But the narrator's incredible. Have you read or have you listened to Project Hail Mary?
No, I actually wanted to
in
preparation for this. Yes.
You haven't listened to the best narrator on
will.
planet Earth.
I will. I've been seeing all of your stuff, and it's actually been on my TBR, and seeing everything you were doing, I was like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta just dive in. And then I just ran out of time to do a full audiobook before this.
That's okay. We both have homework now. I'll read A Dead of Time. You read Project Hail Mary.
We're doing like this weird book club where we read different books, but it's the same, same result.
But then we're going to buddy read Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I'm pretty excited about that one, actually.
I'm kind of pumped. I mean, I hope I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see.
There's nothing worse than like reading a book you don't like. Like actually nothing worse.
There's nothing worse than reading a book that I'm super excited to read and it falls flat.
Yeah. It's like books are different universes, but when a book falls flat, you're like, that's words on a page.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. And it's like so hard to get into it.
Yeah, it'll pretty much wreck me. I want to talk about the Book Girls Toronto a little bit. If someone has never heard of you guys, what are you like? How would you explain it?
So essentially, we've created a space. It's like a book club with a twist, but basically, we're a community, and we create spaces for girls, women, and like everybody in between. Everybody's welcome to come in and get to be unapologetically ourselves and like the things we like. So I guess like this started because me and Jess were kind of talking about she wanted to start a book club. I was like, yes. She's like, okay, do it with me. It's like, perfect. And we started talking about how girls and women specifically have to tone down everything that we enjoy. Everything. It is, you can't be super extra about this, or you can't be so excited about that. Like men can like punch a television during a football game and they're like, boys being boys. But if a girl likes a book, they're like, she is like kind of obsessed, and that's weird. So we're just creating a space where girls can come in and do not have to tone themselves down at all. And then also on the back end of this, it is so hard to make friends as an adult. And we're creating a space where people can be 100% themselves and comfortable, so they can come in and they can chat and they can make friends with people. And something really fun about our events that I really like, and I guess is a good thing for people to know if they have no idea, most people actually buy tickets by themselves. So like a lot of our ticketed events are, we also do free events as well. People come alone and then they make friends there. Like we have probably like 3 or 4 different tables and like groups of like 6 people that all started by coming as individuals. And they've been coming so many times together that now they just buy tickets together and they sit together.
Wow. Because I was going to ask you, like, if someone is out there and knows about you guys, but they're like, I don't have anyone to come with, like, I'm nervous to go along, like, what would you say?
Come alone. I promise you will have a good time.
Wow.
Like I can actually make the assurance that you will have a good time.
Do you guys, what was your first event that you guys ever did?
So that's a hard question because we technically started before the Book Girls existed. We were like, it was kind of like the trial period. So we technically did like a, what is it called? Onyx Storm trivia.
Yes.
We technically did that. But it was like, we were still figuring out. It was more like just like a trivia as opposed to like the Book Girls. Our official first Book Girls event was May 4th. And it was at Qatar for like the 10-year anniversary. It was our first time at like our venue. We host everything at Black Sheep. So yeah, that was our first one. So almost a year old as well.
Wow.
And it's just crazy to think of how much has changed and how much like the community has grown within like such a small, like relatively small time frame.
Yeah. Do you guys do it once a month?
Yeah, we do the book club once a month, and then we do a bunch of like additional different events. So we have our Puppies and Pages event. I don't know if you've seen that. I feel like you'd like that. Are you a dog person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Yeah, you should come.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially it's just like we work with, it's called Pudgy Pups. So we work with Pudgy Pups, and essentially they do like fostering and adoption. And what we will do is we will just sell tickets. We'll all go read in this room with all the puppies for about like an hour, hour and a half. And all the proceeds we just give to the foster.
Wow.
So Puppies and Pages. Yeah.
And when is that?
We usually do it every 2 months. We're trying to find a date. The thing is now, which is good, Pudgy Pups is so busy because they're like working a little, what does she say? She's like, the healthy puppies basically like work their tushies off to pay for like the medical needs of like the ones who aren't healthy.
Oh
so
God.
They're all booked up, which is amazing. So we're just still trying to find a date for our next one, but usually one every like 2-3 months.
Wow. Do you have like a most memorable or impactful event in the last year where you were like, this is what I want to be doing?
Yeah. When we did our our holiday book exchange, that was like, wow. Like I actually like still want to cry thinking about it. Like what we've created is like so special. So we basically brought everybody in. There was no trivia. There was no like extra event, but it was just a social. So we had like little games that people could play, and then your job was to bring your favorite book. You wrapped it up, you put it under the tree, and the premise was you brought your favorite book and you were going to leave with another girl's favorite book. And then you had to write a note before you like did anything to the girl who was going to, or a Christmas card, a holiday card, to the girl who was going to receive your book. And then once we switched, everybody opened theirs, you had to find the girl who got your book, and you gave them the note and be like, this is why I love it. This is why I think you'll love it. And that was just like, oh my God, like what have we done? Like, this is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the like most popular book that you guys saw that night, or was there a good range?
No,
of
I don't think there
titles?
was like any repeats.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do one? Did you
Yes,
bring?
I brought, so I couldn't bring Alchemized, obviously, because we tried to say don't bring like a super popular one, because most people will have a copy of Fourth Wing or ACOTAR. So we said bring your, like, what is it called? Your like underground favorite kind of thing. I brought, I believe it's called, there's like a whole series, but I think I brought A Loving Scoundrel by Johanna Lindsay.
I haven't even heard of it, I don't think.
She's the queen of historical romance. I will die on that hill. Johanna Lindsay, I read her when I was like a kid, which is crazy. Should have been reading that. But I read it was like grade 5. I read Twilight because that's when it was like coming out. And then after
Grade 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa.
I think grade 5, grade 6. I'm unsure.
Okay.
What grade were you in?
I remember reading it in grade 8.
But like, wait, when it was coming out?
No.
Okay, I wasn't reading it when it was coming out. I was reading it when the movies were coming out.
Gotcha.
So when the first Twilight movie came out, whatever grade I was in that year.
Got it.
Yeah, we're on the same page. After that, I read all those books and I was like, I can't just keep reading. I didn't know other books existed. Do you know what I mean? Like, the internet wasn't really big like that. I was a kid, so it's not like I'm like, let's read the newspaper to find book. Like, and my mom was like, oh, I like this one. Like, go ahead and read this, because we went to Italy every summer, and she had like a stack of books that she would bring with her. She's like, oh, read this one. It's really good. So I read A Loving Scandal, Johanna Lindsay, historical romance. Think exactly the same as Bridgerton, but a million times better. And Bridgerton is really good. So imagine that. It is the same premise. Like, we have this like beautiful family who like, no, everybody refuses to get married, and all the women are so beautiful and la la la, like, so good. And it was like one of the books that actually like changed my life in terms of reading. I wish I brought it, because it is so read. It is falling apart. It's held together by tape. I like had to buy another copy for myself, because that's how many times I've read this book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we need like a long running off the shelf recommendation list, because
Yeah.
my TBR is pretty much never ending. It was funny you mentioned that like when you were younger, your mom just like handed you the book, which is often how I started reading. How do you figure out what you're going to read next now?
I think it's vibes. Like I have like everybody has an ongoing like TBR of like books they'd want to read, but I just feel like I'm such a vibes reader, like an energy. Like if I'm in a happy mood, I can't pick up like, I mean, actually, just kidding. I can pick up Alchemized at any time, any day, and enjoy it. But I don't want to read like a book where like somebody dies if I'm like happy.
Very fair.
And so I really just think it's a vibe. I will go off like recommendations of friends. I will go off of like a rabbit hole of like authors kind of thing. So I'll go through like everything an author has written. I will go from BookTok as like a big one too. But BookTok makes me kind of skeptical now because like I never know like are people being paid to say this? Like what's going on? And then there's like this BookTok is great, but I just feel like we've lost the plot a little on BookTok. And I don't mean like read whatever you want, but I just feel like if people are reading like 700 books in a month, and go for it. If you totally can and that's your job, fantastic. But I just feel like people are like, okay, I'm never going to do this, so I'm never going to read. So it does kind of make me feel bad a little bit. So I have been ignoring that part. But yeah, no, honestly, vibes only. And it's hard. It's hard out there. Even though I have a TBR, I'm like,
It is. Like sometimes I will fall into book slumps and yet I have so many books I need to read. And I'm just like, and sometimes like one of the worst things is like when I am in a book slump and I don't want to read. Yes. Like I hate when I fall into that trap and I'm like pulling at my phone and I'm doom scrolling. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. Put down the phone, pick up a book. Yes. Go do something.
And then it's when you find the girl who's like, I read 700 books this month. I'm like, I wish, but it's fine. But I actually notice, and maybe you feel the same. I feel like big readers all feel like this. I can actively see and notice a difference in like my mental health and like how I'm feeling if I'm not reading constantly.
100%.
Like it is such a huge part of what keeps me sane. Mm-hmm. And if I don't have time, it's like not having time for self-care. Like reading is so much more than like a hobby and like a form of entertainment. Like if I'm not reading, I feel actively more stressed.
Yeah. I think even lately, like even in this year, I'm not one for like New Year's resolutions, but I was like, I want to read more intentionally and I want to like move my body. One. And I'm like listening to audiobooks on the treadmill. Like when I don't do that for a longer period, I'm like, I feel not myself. I don't feel good. I don't feel like, I really start.
I feel like a potato. I'm like,
I know.
Even though I'm still sitting there reading or listening to an audiobook or whatever, but I'm like, I don't need to consume 500 7-minute or 6-second videos. I could just read a book.
I know. And this is slightly off topic, but I was listening to another podcast yesterday. It was on a podcast and the guy he was talking about how when you're scrolling on social media, he'd be like, okay, what was the last video that you watched on TikTok? Don't know. And he goes, if you aren't remembering it, it's not important enough and it's not worth watching. Yeah. And I was like, damn.
He got me.
Yeah, that hit home. And listen, like I will scroll on, like I'm on social media. We both are creators, but I think there's a line you need to toe of like not doom scrolling because you have nothing else to do. Like I'll go intentionally scroll for like a bit, like it's entertainment. Like I'm not watching as much TV, but I'm also trying to consume longer form content and I'm trying to follow creators who inspire me.
Me too.
I want to stay more on the following side than the For You page where it's just like new things constantly being fed to me.
Yeah. I've noticed that too about myself. I'm like, I don't need to like follow, like you fall into the trap of comparison so often as like just people, but then like as a creator as well too. Like you're probably like, oh, like why didn't my video get as many views as this one? Or like, why didn't I think of this? Like it's so easy to compare yourself when you shouldn't. Like we're all different, but that's where it becomes the issue for me is like when I start to feel the more of the comparison than the enjoyment. But you're right. I need to be, what did you say? You're like, I need to be more intentional in my reading and move my body. That is such a good way to describe it. Cause I feel like I'm not intentional with any of like my social content or God, you like that one changed me.
I want to talk about your content and the Out of Shape Olympics, but one more question on Book Girls.
Yeah.
How did Rachel Reid show up at your heated Rivalry trivia night?
Oh, that's because Jess is like such an amazing person. Like flat out. Like Rachel Reid is also an amazing person, but like you've met Jess.
Yeah.
She is just, which is funny because I don't know if she'd describe herself like this, but like she is like the type of person like you want to be around. And like
her energy is so, what's the word magnetic.
Yeah.
Like you're drawn to her.
Yeah, she is probably one of the best people I've like ever met. It's for her. So she's one of the best people, 100% I've ever met in my life. And in the summertime, we were doing interviews with the Toronto Public Library for the Word on the Street Festival. Actually, the Toronto Public Library first, and then the Word on the Street Festival was later. We were doing author panels. And she was doing the hockey romance, and Rachel Reid was one of the panelists that she was interviewing. So she met Rachel. They like hit it off. Super nice. She was super great. And this was before any of the hype. So like Rachel Reid was like famous in her own right at that point,
sure.
like with their books. Like she was very, like, I don't want to discredit Rachel before Heated Rivalry because she was still very,
but I think
very great. But
the popularity now is like nothing we've ever seen. We would say it about any author, truthfully, because it's just out of control,
out of this world. So this was before Heated Rivalry TV show, before it launched. So they hit it off. They were great. Like, again, Jess is just one of those like magnetic people. Rachel's also a phenomenal person. Did you have her on the podcast?
No, we tried. We tried one day. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
Would love to have Rachel Reid on the podcast.
But Jess decided she loved the books so much. She like read them all. She was like, I'm going to start doing Heated Rivalry TV show trivia because obviously that's her thing. And she posted it, not thinking anything of it. And then Rachel actually messaged her for like, she's like, I'm going to be in town this day. And Jess is like, oh my God, do you want to come? And she's like, yeah, I'd love to come. And then Jess is, again, so humble too, because she like freaks out. I'm like, Jess, she like, you guys have met, like she likes you, like you're friends, okay? Like you're good.
You're good.
But she is so sweet. So that's kind of how it came about. It was actually like, or Jess's organic love for the series, making the trivia for Heated Rivalry. And then it just worked out that Rachel happened to be in town for that exact date, that she was free that night because she was so busy that week. And then she messaged Jess and be like, I want to come.
Wow.
And then we coordinated. I honestly felt like Secret Service that night because like Jess was running the trivia. I'm like, I got to go to the back door to get Rachel now. She's here. I got to go get her. We like sneak her in the back.
Because nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Wow.
And it actually made us feel quite bad because we were seeing our people like buy tickets, and like anybody who was buying around the date that Rachel was coming for, we were like, ugh. And we can't say anything because if it gets out, it's out. Like it's done. So it was a complete secret.
Yeah. And it was safer for her. Like if everyone knew she was
100%.
like, it just would have turned into a bit of a
So it was super nice, really organic, and honestly, like it just happened because Jess and Rachel are just such sweet people.
wow.
Like I was involved in the background. I was like, hey guys, but like like really like Jess and Rachel are just such amazing people that's how it came about, that they both have such a love for the community that surrounds Heated Rivalry that they were both so bought in to doing this.
Damn.
Yeah.
I will say your energy is also incredible, by the way. Like,
thank you.
That's why
Thank
you and
so
Jess
much.
match. So I feel like you guys match each other's energies so well and are
yeah.
so like, yeah, you guys are great.
We're so similar, which is like one of the things, like we became friends. We say we like friendship love bombed each other because like it was a month in. I'm like, are we best friends? Like what's going on? But yeah, I feel like we are very, very similar. We have our differences for sure. She is type B, I am type A, but we need that.
Oh, okay.
But no, like, yeah, she's great. I don't have enough good things to say about Jess.
Yeah. And I want to talk about the Olympics, but one more book thing.
Yeah.
I know that you did a 24-hour read-a-thon with Jess. How did that work? How did you plan a 24-hour read-a-thon? Was it hard? What did you guys read?
Oh yeah. So what did we read? I'll start with that. Basically nothing is the answer. So it came about because I'm like, we should film a 24-hour read-a-thon. Like that would be really fun. It was just like an idea I had seen it and I was like, let's do it. She's like, yes, let's do it. It was just the same day that Onyx Storm had come out. So we're like, perfect. Let's get together. We'll read Onyx Storm together. We'll read for 24 hours straight and we'll just finish the book. Again, me, type A. I wake up in the morning. I've made fresh bagels. I've created a whole spread. There's a charcuterie board of like day snacks on my table, ready to go. Like fresh baked bagels. Like,
And where's Jess?
Jess shows up 2 hours late. She's like, sorry, on my way. I'm like, no problem. It's not like we said we were going to wait to start the book together. Take your time. It's fine. She gets there. She brings a whole popcorn machine out of a suitcase. I'm like, why did you do that? She's like, I don't know. What if we wanted popcorn? I was like, oh. And again, we have known each other at that point. That was in January. We met in like October.
Wow.
I
Okay,
think
fast friends.
that's when we met. Maybe a little earlier, but I can't remember exactly. But very fast friends. And we started to read. I think I read for a good couple hours. Jess fell asleep instantaneously. Jess is a night person, so she's not used to being up like as she's getting better now. She's getting better as I say. I judge her life.
Right.
No, she's waking up earlier, but she comes over, she starts reading, instantly falls asleep. You can even see it in like the video. She's like, done. And then we just started chatting, and that didn't stop. We like ordered sushi. We like, again, we read probably total maybe like 4 or 5 hours the whole day.
Okay.
Of a 24-hour reading. Yeah.
So if someone wanted to do a 24-hour reading challenge, what advice would you give as a type A person?
As a type A person, I would just say have snacks ready because you're not going to want to stop and get up. If you guys are like chatters, mouth tape. Because like me and Jess, if we both put mouth tape on, we would have read a lot more. Because I'm a talker too. Like I'm type A, but I'm like, I got ADHD.
Oh, well,
like
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
I will yap for days. Like, and we indulge each other. Like we just go. So mouth tape, definitely a plus. Separate rooms if possible. And we would like do like chapter markers. So we would be like, we can't talk about this until we're both on like the beginning of chapter 5.
Smart.
So like neither one of us was going to spoil, and we had to be like super precise. We're like, don't make facial expressions. Don't.
Oh my God.
Don't exclaim, because like I think I was doing the audiobook and she was doing the actual book, and you know how I listen to audiobooks, so I was a little bit ahead because it reads faster. So I'm like
Oh my
so
God.
we had to limit ourselves a little bit of rules. But
I haven't yet done it, but I would like to.
do you want to come?
Yeah.
If I were to plan one with me, you and Jess, would you
yes,
want to come?
I would absolutely do one with you guys.
I'm not kidding. We're gonna compare schedules.
Okay, sold.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we will read more than 4 or 5 hours or something.
Yeah. We've also done another 24-hour readathon with like the book girls as well too, like a different one.
Oh.
Again, not a lot of books were read, but more. But imagine now, instead of 2 yappers, you put like 15 in a room. So yeah, it's we try our best.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we do it. Absolutely.
But now that we know the rules of like mouth tape and stuff, like we might actually read a book.
Yeah.
Should we do a 24-hour readathon and read Morning Glory Milking Farm?
Yes.
all together?
Can we?
Yes. Okay,
yeah,
done.
please.
Done.
Please.
Yeah, sold.
Okay, cool. Okay. Out of Shape Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Again, walk us through what this is. How did it all start?
Yeah. So Out of Shape Olympics is basically a series I do online where I compete in all the Olympic sports that I can as a regular person. And then we kind of compare apples to apples if I am an apple to an Olympian, and basically compare how a regular person would do if they were to compete in the Olympics. It's kind of this play on the whole conversation of like, I wish that they were just add a regular person for perspective in the Olympics. Like, and there's Joe, that's his first time curling, and we're going to see how he does today. Like, that is kind of the background of how I wanted the series to come across. And it actually came up with the Summer Olympics 2 years ago for Paris. My partner and I were having dinner, and I was like, Olympics are coming up. Like, don't you wish there was just like an average person in every event? Like, wouldn't that be so funny? And he's like, well, why don't you just do that? And I was like, okay. So that was like my first stint into like personal content creation.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because I done content creation for real estate. I'm a real estate agent as well. And I had done real estate content creation, and it was like pretty big. Like I have like 300,000+ followers on TikTok for my real estate account.
Damn.
But that's just for like lead generation, and that's just for like real estate promotion. It was never like something I thought was going to be a business in its own right. But again, now things have changed because now I have a whole new perspective. But that was the Out of Shape Olympics, was the first time that I had done personal content and put myself out there and like created something that was new and fun and that hopefully people would want to watch. And I remember going to post the very first video of the Out of Shape Olympics, and it was a swimming video because it was Summer Olympics, and I've never been so scared. I'm a pretty confident person. Like I think one of my superpowers is like I don't get embarrassed.
Yeah.
I just like do it. Like I don't care what people think. Like, you're not paying my bills. I actually don't care what you think about me. But I was like, I get super self-conscious of putting myself out there in a way that people aren't going to like. It's like, it's very different. It's you've probably felt it before. It's like this imposter syndrome, or like this fear of failing is probably a better way to put it. But I essentially was so scared to post this video, I almost didn't post it. It was a swimming video, so I'm in my bathing suit, which like as like a plus size girl, you're like, ugh, God, this is gonna like be terrible. But my partner, thank God for him, because I don't think I would have posted it. Him and I worked together, so he, a while ago when I was still doing like the real estate full time, he like quit his job because he's like, makes more sense for us to work together. So he does all the editing. He's done an amazing job on editing the Out of Shape Olympics.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, he does a lot of it because it's a beast. Like there's so much footage.
I went through your Instagram. Yeah, I was like, how many videos did you post?
For this one, I think
winter?
there was like 17 to 20.
Wow.
Yeah, and like for every video has about an hour plus of footage, but like on multiple cameras. So every, like, camera 1 has an hour, camera 2 has an hour, camera 3 has an hour. Like, and now you have to go through 3 hours of footage and narrow that 3 hours of footage down to about a minute 15 seconds.
Crazy.
It is crazy. And you have to go through, so we do, I guess like the inside scoop on how we do it is I will do the event one time for time. So I actually do every event. So we want to make it as accurate as possible. I'm not fabricating any of the actual results. So I guess swimming is an easier example for this one. So if we were to do swimming and it's the 100 meter, it's the 100 meter dash or front thingy. So sporty. Freestyle.
Yeah.
I will do it, and I will just do it as hard as I can and get the actual time, and we will film that one. But then, because we want to get different angles and there's only the 2 of us filming, I will do the event probably like 15 more times, because we need to get shots of every little part, and we want to get multiple shots just in case we don't like it or it doesn't match up with how we have this other shot. So the actual event gets filmed first and it gets timed, and that is the time, and that is what we stick with. And then we're like underwater filming on the top, or we're like filming from the side over here. Like there's so much that goes into it. And all of that you now have to cut together to be, again, a minute long.
That's crazy.
It is wild.
Was there any sports for the Winter Olympics where you were like, I got this, and it was much harder than you thought it was going to be?
Ugh, all of them. I'm just like delusional that I think I'm like going to be like semi good at everything that I do.
Do you have a favorite?
I really liked curling. Curling was so fun. I will go curling again, just to curl. But I also I initially didn't love downhill skiing, but I did fall in love with it by the 4th and final day that I did it. And honestly, skeleton was kind of fun the first time I did it.
What is that?
You don't know a skeleton? So basically, imagine like sledding, but like make it 1,000 times more dangerous. So you're on this piece of, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's basically like a sled with like nothing on the side. And you lie on it head first, like this. And
wait, I think
you
I
go
saw
down.
It. Do you have a helmet on?
Yeah.
Okay, I did see your video of this.
Yeah, and you could just go down head first down like an ice track. And it is.
And they like you were allowed to do that. That's like open to the public.
Yeah, it's open to the public. So it's at the Whistler Sliding Center. So I went on a business trip.
Of course.
So I went out to Whistler to film it. So that's where I did bobsledding and skeleton. And yeah, it's open to the public. You can pay to go in. You can pay to do it. I think I might be spreading misinformation, but like if you're under 25, I think it's like a discounted price. And they're great because everything that they do, they like open to the public, all of the bobsledding and skeleton. They use that money to help fund athletes who want to actually compete in the sport, but like might not have it. So like, let's say you come from the Caribbean, you probably don't have a bobsledding track. So you come here and they like help you out and they help fund athletes. So it's a non-for-profit.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Are you going to do the series again in 2 years for the Summer
Olympics?
So
do you want to hear what we're going to do?
Yes, please.
It's the inside scoop. I've never said this in public before. Like anybody cares.
Okay, so this is an exclusive episode with Simona.
Exclusive 1 year off the shelf podcast announcement. No, I think I'm going to get in shape. I think I'm going to like actually work out like a crazy person, and like I want to do like the calisthenics, you know, like the like how they like walk up, like I want to get like crazy in shape, like go to the gym and then do it all again and be like, here's the difference, here's what it looks like when I was like I wouldn't even call myself like out of shape, but like it's got a ring, you know.
It does, it has a nice series name, but you're not.
So here's what it was when I was out of shape, and now here's the experiment done again 2 years or 4 years later, where I've just been like working out like crazy. Does that actually make a difference in how far I can throw a javelin?
Right.
Like Probably not, but we'll see.
Ooh, epic. That's kind of cool.
But I'm not going to practice any of the sports. I'm just going to like go to the gym and like actually
movement.
like,
is what
I'm going to like gain muscle. I think is what, like, I want to be strong.
I'm also working on the off topic from books once again.
Yeah.
I started going to spin classes.
So I used to love spin classes, and then I went to like a different type of spin class and I hated it. I like the one where they're like, let's go girls, and you're like dancing on the bike. Oh,
we did like an ABBA themed class. We did Maroon 5.
That's fun.
I found my thing.
That's it.
I
love that for
love
you.
it.
Yeah, no. I love doing spin. And then I went to another gym and I was like, this is not like girly pop.
I'm going to bring you to my studio with me.
Okay.
I absolutely, and I am like, before January, I actually hated any sort of exercise. Like other than like walking, I did running for a bit. I was a competitive swimmer for a while, but anything else beyond that, I was like, I'm going to hate spin. But I don't.
Fun.
It's
I know.
So fun.
It's fun when workouts are fun when you don't know you're working out. Like when it's
I would
like,
agree. I feel like, and I'm also not like, I was talking with my friend the other day. She was like, you hate flashing lights and loud music and going to the club, but you love going to spin. And I said, yes, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It's just different. And I walk out of there feeling like I'm on top of the world.
You're like covered in sweat. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm a workout diva. Yeah.
Although actually I wasn't going to mention this online anywhere, but I will on the pod for anyone listening. And we're also at the end of the episode, so it's okay. But I went to spin last Friday, had to leave halfway through to go throw up.
I love that for you.
I'm just getting that out there in the open.
Do you like not know when to stop? Because I feel like that's what my partner does too. I'm like, when I am like, feeling like I'm gonna throw up, I just slow down. I'm like, I don't gotta do what they're telling me to do right now.
Listen,
I'll join again when I'm ready.
I don't know what happened. I've been to now like 12 spin classes before that. Totally fine. Something happened last Friday that my body did not like.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today, Morgan.
I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm so defeated. And now I can laugh about it a week later, so I'm okay.
Yeah, well, in the moment, you're like, this is the worst.
I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, how did that... Anyways, spin is awesome.
Is that another thing we could do together? Like,
yeah, can we go together for the first time?
Yeah, scared.
Okay.
We'll throw up together.
Great. One last question for you before I let you go. I saw a video of yours and it was like, if these things were in the Olympics, this is what you'd be great at. So I have listening to audiobooks, making lasagna, and memorizing movie lines.
Oh, yeah.
What else can we add to that list now?
I think I'm really good at making friends.
Oh my God.
I actually think it's like one of my superpowers. I'm like super good at making friends.
I mean, that's kind of we're friends.
That's
now.
the flex, I think it is, right? Yeah. Yeah. No.
100% that's the flex. People want to, you know how hard it is to make friends these days? It's tough.
Well, that's the mentality I go at it with, because I'm like, other people are feeling the same way that I'm feeling. And like, they feel like they don't belong, like they're being judged. Like everybody is having the same thought in their head. And if I can be the person who like, be the person I would have wanted somebody to be for me, that's like a positive impact I can add to the world. So like, I do think I'm really good at making friends. I'm really good at asking people questions, and I'm really good at making them feel heard. So I think, yeah. And like, I genuinely care. Like when I ask people, I'm not just like trying to blow smoke up your butt. Like I actually want to hear about these things. So I do think a superpower, an Olympic sport would be, I'm pretty good at making friends.
No, that's great. Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I can't wait to see Summer Olympics 2 years from now.
Buff version.
Hey, me.
Yeah. Yeah. Buff Olympics.
Exactly. Thank you all for listening to Off the Shelf, and we will see you next Thursday.